The first pro regarding the 2025 Toyota bZ4X, it's going to be in regard to a lot of the driving aspects. I would say that the ride is decent, along with the handling and even the acceleration. It's pretty good regarding the bZ4X. Nothing here is going to wow you or light your world on fire, but it just does a lot of things well out on the road. I would say that the two main cons regarding the drive, it's going to be the range and also the road noise / wind noise. So the range on these vehicles, it's between 222 miles and 252 miles, depending on if you get an XLE with the 18-inch wheels, or if you go with the limited with the 20s. Also, if you select front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, all of that is going to affect the range of this SUV. But regardless of that, my main issue, it's going to be the fact I don't really get anywhere near the range estimates that Toyota has to offer. I charged this limited trim level front-wheel drive version all the way up to 100%, and it showed like 217 miles, I believe. But when you drive this more aggressively, that range dwindles quite rapidly. So that's a bit of a con. And also, this vehicle, it does have a bit more road noise and wind noise than I would like. Sure, a counterpoint to that could be that it allows this vehicle to offer a more immersive and communicative driving nature. But, the reality is this particular bZ4X, it doesn't have like that signature Toyota character that I've come to appreciate. So this is more of a soulless, appliance-like driving experience. I would actually rather this be an isolated and quiet driving experience. Maybe the Lexus RZ offers that experience. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. But those are just some observations that I got from driving this limited front-wheel drive version. Now, let's talk about the pros regarding the interior space. I would say that the overall solidity of this cabin is decent. There is some flex on like the door panel areas, but for the most part, there's no creaking or rattling going on here. Even with the center console, we have a massive amount of space here to put like a bag or something, but the center console, it still remains pretty rigid. I would say that the seating comfort is excellent. I like the 12.3-inch infotainment screen, the Toyota infotainment. It's usually very easy to use. We have the wireless Apple CarPlay and the wireless Android Auto. We have the separate climate control. That's brilliant. I also like the digital gauge cluster. That is easy to use. The optional 9-speaker JBL audio system. That sounds pretty good. The rear legroom space is fine, but I'll get to that in a moment. And the trunk space is rather large, and you can even fold down the rear seats 60/40 to help increase that cargo capacity even further. I like the size of the steering wheel, and I appreciate gripping onto this. It makes driving this vehicle and placing this out on the road a bit easier. But now let's talk about the cons of this interior space. I'm not a big fan of the piano black plastic that they are using. It gets kind of scratched up and nasty. Also, this fabric material on the front dash area, it doesn't exactly scream premium. And we don't have a glove box here. Very strange design. And we also don't have a physical volume knob. Instead, they gave us some volume up and down buttons in the infotainment area, and we also have a toggle switch on the steering wheel to adjust the volume. You are able to hold down that toggle switch up or down to increase and decrease the volume a bit more rapidly, but I would like to see a volume knob being implemented. Regarding the rear seats, I did mention that the overall space is pretty good, but I wish Toyota would have raised these front seats up a bit higher. That way we could have slid our feet underneath the front seats here, and that could have given us an extra 4 to 5 inches of rear legroom. But oh well, it is what it is. And it seems like we don't have a spare tire in the trunk, so that's another con that I would like to mention. Overall though, this vehicle as a package is okay, and at the right price and at the right deal, I can certainly overlook a lot of these cons. And I will say the final big pro that I want to mention regarding this vehicle is the incredible lease deals that you can get with these vehicles. So I am partnered with one of the largest Toyota brokers in the United States. His name is Jim, and he is primarily located in the Pennsylvania and California areas, and he is able to ship nationwide, but shipping is something you have to pay extra for. But on an entry-level XLE trim level, you can lease those for about $275 a month. And on something like this top-of-the-line limited, you can lease these for about $100 more, so $375 a month. That's really not bad for a vehicle of this size. So if you just need something for your business or you need like a second or third vehicle for the family, then this can serve people rather well, especially at these low lease prices. I would definitely stick with that entry-level XLE to get the best value possible, $275 a month. I mean, you can't really beat that. And if you're interested in taking advantage of any of these deals and you want to reach out to Jim, he does charge a broker fee to access these deals. He did say that if you text him and you mention my channel, Meyn Motor Group, he said he would take some money off of his broker fee, and I really appreciate him doing that for my audience. So I will have his phone number along with his Leasehackr forum page with all of his reviews, along with his Facebook page, all linked in the description box below for you to check out. Once again, texting him is the best way to get a hold of him. And if you do decide to reach out, make sure to include your zip code where you're going to be registering the vehicle, along with roughly what trim level and colors you're interested in, so you can help make the process go by faster. Regardless though, I hope you found value with this content. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.